Hello and welcome to another episode of Low Tech Health. Let ourselves translate expert knowledge. Today it's Let's Talk Tickers on Taco Tuesdays, and we're down to the wire. Missed a few days because we've had a couple major purchases. I've never bought a car before, and I went for a big one. Got a big one. I got a car from the future. I don't even understand how they could give me one that's not even the same year. Whew. So I'll be paying monthly for a good 5.5 years, but it's great because this thing will last forever. And I mean, forever is not a long time. It'll last a length of time that is appropriate to the amount of work that is practical that I expect. Which is what leads us to our talk for today. Talking tickers. Because your heart is a ticker. There are many proverbs that sort of hint at the need to allow a recognition and a consideration that you have a certain number of breaths and heartbeats in your life. There's a finite number. There is a number. But don't freak out, because that just runs out of your tickers. It just counts it out too fast. So this week I think we're going to talk about stress and dealing with stress, because I'm under a lot of stress right now. It's great stress, but this is the last week of our assignment in the West, and we're headed home. We're headed home next week. Our dog destroyed the door frame and the door. So we got to talk to our owner, our landloader about that. And it weighs heavy on your heart. And you just got to know that you're going to do the right thing, which is just for her, hopefully pay for it. There's some sentimentality with some of the plants, but we've kept all the plants alive, which is kind of a dick move that she does. She's leaving 2 night shift nurses who told her that they saw the dog, know they have a dog, and understand they work night shifts 4 nights a week. Let me reiterate that. In a place that she's also familiar with is an hour away. Can you keep roughly a dozen plants alive for us? Which we did. I have, 3 or 4 plants back in my town in the south. But why do we do this? Why do we feed plants? Why do we take care of our things? Why do we try to be practical when it comes to taking care? Because there's a judiciousness necessary to it, and it's needing to be done in all aspects of our life, where we talk tickers. You talk out whatever it is that's stressing you. You decide a trajectory, and you continue with that trajectory. If you wait one moment, I took the car to get some coffee and some kombucha. I didn't always get kombucha. It's this really cool place. We've got the idea. Maybe somebody may steal it. I don't know if they're listening. To do I won't say the name. That's what I won't do. Cassidy. I'll give you that. I'll keep that. We're gonna have a coffee shop. Well, I can't tell you really anything about it, but needless to say, anyways, we're interested in coffee. Gonna start learning how to make more just involved coffee. Not too deep, but just a little know-how to put us in a better position to create a business plan, because we've got a really cool idea for a coffee shop. I'll just say that. Stay tuned for those paying attention. Anyways, I'm thirsty. Meaningless. And I'm back. All right. So talking tickers, why do we take care? We can feel stress. That's number one reason. Stress is the killer. And I'm not talking just Bad things happening because bad things happen to good people all the time. It's terrible. It's something we learn as nurses in a way that the public really doesn't get because we're taught as kids through church and through kind of some of the moral stories through like Aesop and just those ideas of good behavior gets rewarded. It's not true sometimes. Sometimes just bad things happen and it's awful. So you got to really point is be grateful for every moment and cherish every single second when you have it because it's a gift, it's a privilege. And healthcare workers, nurses learn that because people can be devout, real pious preachers or teachers or lovers or family members and just pop aneurysm. And then meanwhile, you got somebody who's mean as a snake, smoking every day, COPD exacerbation after exacerbation, a dozen hospital admissions a year, in their 70s, 80s, still just as vibrant as ever. So there's no real rule to good behavior gets rewarded. Like Job in the Bible, say he gets his wife back. He gets a different wife. The powers that be destroyed his family. He didn't get his family back. He got a new family. It's bad things. So we take care. We try not to stress ourselves out about things that are out of our control. We take control of the things that we can. We breathe deeply. Hasn't changed since the beginning of this starting podcast. I say again. We remember to breathe and everything falls in line. Fatherly rule number 1? The next was, it's nothing like pain to let you know you're alive. And where the head goes, the body will follow. I'm going to make this book. I'm going to start writing, sitting down. So let's talk tickers. Deal with things that you know are bothering you. Make a list. And don't let it stress you anymore. Because once you've made a list, you've decided your trajectory on how you're going to handle it. You have a physical release. You, yes, have some sort of measurement of stress. We don't know how to do it, but you can feel it. You can feel it when you wake up in the morning and you have a lump in your throat, or your heart sinks when you are homesick. You have things going on in your body directly tied to how you feel. Numbing it doesn't help. Deal with it. Escapism is not how you fix things. And I think closure is a lie as well. It's a misleading word. You should not try to close the door. You should remain open and understand why it happened so it doesn't happen again. And do something about it. Like that Japanese ceremonial tea who created this wonderful system of measurement and calculation, but at the same time, it's too simple for the world around us, and we have this liability of confusing that measurement system with the world and the amazing, immensely misunderstood nature of the way the world works through quantum physics, through changes, through thoughts. We don't quite know why birds are able to have morphic resonance from across vast continents. We don't have measurement systems of it yet, at least. But today, to de-stress, on Let's Talk Tickers on Taco Tuesdays, I want to tell you, the heart is a pump. It's meant to go one direction, and you should try to do the same thing with your mentality, because your mentality is meant to go one direction as well. And I know, coming from a mansplaining, it's duh, because we're single-minded, but it's something we can offer. It's one of the few things we can offer, is that single-mindedness and the importance of making a decision and not wavering in one direction or the other. Let's talk tickers. Let's get sincere about how we really feel and handle it. whatever way you can. And if you can't handle it, seek some higher power. It helps. It really does. Thank you guys for listening. I'll see you tomorrow on Wasabi Walnut. What's Hard in My Tummy Wednesday. Wish me luck. I think I need to pack.